Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to Learn GIS with Anna. We have reached our second module of this course. I don't know if you have even seen the first lessons, and it doesn't honestly even matter. If you just jumped from somewhere, from watching a street food video in India to watch this one, that's also totally fine. I am going to dive into spatial data in this lesson. But if you are following this course, just letting you know, we are accessing the whole big world of spatial data in this lesson. Actually, that was kind of repetition, so kind of the same thing, but you know what I mean. Small story time here. When I started working with GIS, when I started working in Atlas just recently, the biggest confusion point for me was spatial data. It is such a massive topic, and if you come from a world, especially like outside data science and all this, it can be really confusing. So if you are in that point, I got you, I see you, I understand you. If you are already better off with it, good for you. But we will go from the basics to the more demanding stuff here. I will explain spatial data in this introduction lesson. I will have a bunch more of spatial data lessons, from finding spatial data to working with spatial data tables and so on. We are going to start with looking at the two main types of spatial data, which are vector and raster data. So let's dive right in. Vector data is commonly used to showcase some precise locations, such as building boundaries, country boundaries, roads or rivers, some sort of specific geometries. And it comes in points, lines, and polygons. So points can be like store locations, just like pinpointed on a map. Polygons can be like a building boundary, or lines can be like roads. Usually vector data comes in smaller file formats, and what the file formats are usually GeoJSON or KLM, Shapefile, or even CSV. But what about raster data? Raster data is basically an image, and it represents the world as a grid of pixels, which all of the pixels have their own value. And raster data is usually used for satellite images, for example, or elevation models, or density grids like population data. Why to use raster data? For example, for continuous data representation, complex analysis, or image-based data. And raster files are usually a bit bigger, and the formats that it comes in can be like a TIFF file, an image file, PNG, JPEG, or such as terrain tiles in Atlas are DEM files. And thank you for following through this lesson. It was quite a bunch of information, and we will continue to provide a lot of information. I hope you gained something. Please let me know what you think. Thank you for following, and make sure that you keep watching to the next lesson. See you there.